Welcome to Doorway to Design. My name is Cindy Joshi. I'm your host, helping you explore the design possibilities for your upcoming wedding. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe our channel. You're wondering what we're going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about an intimate wedding and what the client's requirements were. It was an outdoor wedding, so let's talk about that. We're going to talk about their inspiration pictures and how inspiration pictures turn into something completely different and what happens in the process. We're talking about, we're actually going to help sketch her vision out so we can help the bride see what the day would look like. And we're going to talk about the functionality, the pros and cons of what an outdoor wedding looks like, and also final results of what most people want to wait till, if they can't wait to see, is the final results of what ended up happening. So let's take a look. Let's start with the basics. The basic was, it was a beautiful month of May wedding. 75 to 80 people. We've talked about a very intimate wedding already. We've talked about the style. The style was very elegant, classy, less is more, but even the less is more sometimes takes a lot more to make it look like less is more. Color was ivory and green, very simple. Just all ivories and ivory flowers, and lots of greenery hints here and there. So the wish list for a client, usually we'll talk about a wish list and good to have and a must have. Her must-haves were, everything was a must-have. There wasn't a good to have list. It was a short list, but yet it's something that she wanted, and everything was a must-have for her, and it's okay. We'll talk about that. She wanted draping. There was a pergola outside, so she wanted draping to soften the look. We talked about floral crowning. We've talked about that in our previous videos, what floral crowning is. It's the florals on top of any kind of structure, so that's what we call floral crowning. She did want 4 large arrangements. We hadn't decided. It was TDB if we wanted it at the altar or before we get started, or maybe just display some, both places to each. We talked about aisle treatments when the bride first came to us and how that transpired into what we ended up giving her. But aisle treatment was very important for our bride, as it should be for most of our brides. So anyway, let's take a look. This is one of my favorite parts, looking at the inspiration pictures the bride sends me. So we have gotten 7 pictures from this bride. Let's take a look at what that looks like. And so the first picture here is these beautiful lanterns hanging from trees, and there's another item there that I want to talk about, so give me 1 second here. There is obviously the big elephant in the room, lots of flowers and petals on the side of the walkway up top here. There's these beautiful lanterns right here, and I'm going to change the color for you all so you can see what I'm writing and what I'm looking at. Florals hanging off the trees. We're looking at these lanterns, and obviously the aisleway. Seems like she likes a lot of flower petals on the floor. That's one of them. Let's take a look at another picture I wanted to talk about. The other picture is not my favorite, but nevertheless it's a client's favorite, right? So let's take a look at what she's liking here. She is actually pointing out, I think, these beautiful, ivies hanging with these gorgeous tall balloons. It's just that because she's going for a classy look, that's not the first thing I would recommend. So balloons, not my top favorite idea, but nevertheless we'll keep that in mind. Taking a look at the next picture coming out here, it's a gorgeous tree with some draping, just very minimalistic. We've got this sheer draping here, and we have minimal, again, just very, very little, just to give it a hint and soften up that tree. And then we are talking about how she has these, again, lanterns hanging with minimal flowers here. Going to the next one, let's go back to the other picture. She's already marked it down for me. So looking at this picture, she's telling me, hey Cindy, I like a lot of flowers on the floor. Okay, well, Cindy got that. And I'm going to make a note of that. So this is what we're looking at right here. She's just saying that she likes a lot of flowers down her aisleway, a lot of petals. So I got that point. That's the biggest thing she liked about this picture. Other than that, she's in nature. Here's another one, out in nature. She's looking at, she circled 3 things, God bless her heart. So she's got, she's looking at the floral altar and slash draping. So she seems like she likes the draping combo along with some flowers, and not too much draping, but a little bit of it just to soften the woodsy areas. And then she likes these aisle markers to start off with. So that's what we've got. And looking at the other picture, that's obviously pretty clear. She likes these florals to be hanging like aisle markers basically by the chairs. So this one has every other chair to have an aisle marker that's florals that are hanging, but we could do every one. But let's see what it boils down to. Budget helps us understand how many we're going to put on there, if it's fresh or silk, and we're going to talk about a lot of those products as well. So yeah, that's what I have so far. Again, another one. This picture again has the eucalyptus and it has these lanterns. So it sounds like she likes lanterns, florals, draping, and floral crowning. And that's what we're going to focus on for her then. Let's take a look at her sketch and how that turned out. I'm curious to see myself what that day would look like. So she told me that she's at a country club. That's what she ended up finalizing. And that country club had this huge arbor. Okay, and that's what I'm drawing here. And within that there was these wooden columns up at the top, at the bottom. It was quite large. I think this was about 20 feet all the way across here. And so what we're going to do is kind of create an altar space, and what we're going to end up doing is draping. Remember, draping was very important to her, so I'm going to pick the yellow color because you'll be able to see that as ivory. So we are just going to add a hint of drapery here to soften the look. And then what we're going to do is, again, because we can't show ivory to you on a white screen, we're going to end up putting these beautiful, gorgeous floral crowning with these curly things coming down being orchids. Remember, she wanted a hint of greenery, so we're going to just sporadically have some greenery. I think it'd be nice to have a little bit tie back here with the greenery, just tying it in, or perhaps like this. A lot of it is sometimes impromptu, to trying to figure out what's less or what's more after understanding what the client wants. And don't forget, we're going to have chairs there. Now, she did tell me she got white garden chairs, and because we can't show you white garden chairs, I'm going to kind of go like this, classroom style. So we're kind of essentially creating an aisle for her to walk down. And so just to give you an idea what this would look like, her aisleway, because there's less people, what we're going to end up doing is we're going to do the lanterns, these gorgeous white bejeweled lanterns right here. We're going to do them in pairs instead of just one. Pairs, I think, look really gorgeous, and we're going to skip it every other aisle. And I think that's going to be important because we want to have some details there. Horrid drawing, but you get the idea. Okay, and then don't forget, we're going to do some greenery. She liked some greenery and florals, so why don't we alternate that? And we're going to use yellow as the flowers trickling down. So like a bunch here with some greenery trickling down like this. Again, same thing here and same thing here. Now, don't forget, she wanted her altar to have, the bride and groom stand here. That's the priest. She had ordered 4 large, or her wish list had 4 large metal urns with like pretty much, and I think it should be placed here, pretty much like her large arrangement that she had envisioned. So what I'm going to do is kind of put them here on the front, and then the other 2, I really feel like it should be on the left and right side, but again, that day, if we feel like there's a better placement for it, we'll do that. But I think it should be in the left and right side of the arbor, so it's not too much. And there we have it. We have our simple, elegant, less is more type of a look of a gorgeous outdoor wedding, and that's what it should look like that day. So usually we talk about a layout, which is at the venue, what the scale to size ratio is, but in this case, it's an outdoor wedding. It's a very intimate one, so let's take a look at my high-level sketch and what that space would look like. So we have the arbor as such here, and the concept is it's going to be more likely used for her main altar. Chairs are going to kind of create a walkway, a path, and we're going to have aisle markers here, and we are going to do some draping here, which we talked about in our previous video, and florals up top here, big large arrangements. And this is her walkway. This is where her father and her are going to walk through, and Don't forget the two large arrangements up top here as well. So this is pretty much the layout. It's pretty simple, and there's mature trees all around, and then there's grass in the back, so it should be beautiful in the month of May, all greenery. And just so that you can see, it should be all green in the back. Actually, absolutely gorgeous. And this is where the bride and groom are going to stand, and the priest. That's our simple layout. So let's talk about functionality. That is very, very important. That is the only thing that's stopping us from anything happening, right? So functionality is key. Information. What is functionality? We're talking about what the weather would be like if it's an outdoor wedding. Is it going to rain? Is it going to be windy? And things like that. Speaking of windy, that's why our bride, if you notice, she had a lot of rose petals we talked about in the inspiration picture. We got rid of those because when we explained to her, it's not going to be as, picture perfect as she walks down the aisle, because in the month of May, it could be windy out here. It could just get messy. Kids could walk all over and things like that. Those are the nature things which just we can't control. So she decided she just doesn't want to deal with it. Hence, we increased the amount of flowers and lanterns on the aisleway. So functionality is important. Talking about backup plans. Backup plan is so important because with backup plans, we talk about if it was to rain, if it was to get very catastrophic and some nature was to take over, where would we do this scenario, the same type of setup? And we had a backup plan to take it inside the country club. So we just didn't have to do that, which is absolutely gorgeous. The bride got away with what she wanted. We talked about natural lighting is obviously gorgeous. That's why we wanted an outdoor wedding. The greenery, the mature trees, the ivory against all the green and the brown. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Who doesn't love that? So that's why we did that. Draping. Just doing just enough of draping in the pergola just to kind of soften it up a bit, instead of just filling the entire back with sheer draping, or on the edges just doing too much on all four sides of the pergola. We didn't do that. We just did a little hint on the left and right side. That was just enough. Let's take a look at how it turned out next. It's a beautiful, gorgeous altar with enough draping, lots of floral crownings on the top with orchids trickling down, pull back draping, 4 altar arrangements that we decided to place, more 2 towards the top, 2 towards the beginning. We decided to go with our ivory lanterns just because everything was ivories, and we did every other chair to have those greenery hanging from them. It just absolutely looked gorgeous. Her white dress would be standing out enough and also, kind of matching the theme. So that worked out to be great. It just was a beautiful day. Nature worked with us. So can't wait to get your opinion on this. Hope you liked it, and can't wait to share more. If you guys haven't liked us already, please like and subscribe to the channel so we can keep creating this gorgeous content that my brides and grooms can see. All you lovebirds can get great ideas, and if you'd like us to be a part of your day, please give us a call, but like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.